My name's Kebabs, this is Factorio, and I like trains. Specifically how something so small, such as a small blueprint book, can make me design a base with only using these blueprints. And the blueprint book I am talking about is this one called Tracks, and it contains a straight, a turn, a diagonal, and a diagonal turn. These are all linked to the chunk, so they'll all fit in, so everything will be perfectly aligned. So even if you build one here, you put one over here, you know that your track, you'll perfectly align it. But let's have a closer look, shall we? So this is his turn, yeah. So I can do all these 4 points of turns, which is not a problem. And then I could do this, I could do that, for example, and then there's my turn. So a train will come here at this point, go around, and then go down here, or if you want to go back, it'll go all the way around and then back. So it's quite versatile. It is meant for essentially a highway system, and your station designs need to be separate, but I haven't done that. What I've done is I've used this design for my stations as well. So let me show you something. Use just say this is the main line, yeah? Main line with 2 turning points. What I ended up doing was this. So train comes down and this is going to be my station line. Turn that around, put that in, like so. Okay, so this, put the station there, this is going to be my station. So train comes in here, goes there, picks up or deposits items, then turns around and then goes off again. So that's quite nice. That is actually a proper station. I could have easily done the station like this, one like this, one like that, then extend to now. I could have easily made a station like this, and then again put that there. So I pick up, gets turned around, and this is the most common one you actually see. Yeah, so it comes in that way, goes by there, turns around, goes on this line, and then goes off. Either left or right, it doesn't matter. But what you don't have here is some sort of stacking. Okay, there's a simple fix for that. You take this station and you actually put it on the side closest to the main line. So when a train is here, the way these rail signals are set up, a train will wait here. So this has an inbuilt stacker of 1. There's one actually in the station and one in the stack. Any more than that, you'll have to start using a proper stacker and you'll redesign them, which I can show you this year. Or you number them, so this becomes 1, then you have that again, that becomes 2, that becomes 3, and then you have to micromanage the train to go to different areas. And it becomes annoying when things become imbalanced, or you got too much project in one, not enough in the other, yeah, that sort of stuff. But anyway, this is very basic, very cheap, very easy. I tend to use this, well, from the early game I actually use 2-headed trains, but let's not get into that. But for early game, we've got 1 or 2 trains per area, you know, for oil and resource gathering. This would work perfectly fine. But what I've done, I've adjusted this, and the way I've done this is train comes in, goes to the station and sits at the station, and when it turns around it'll go there. I purposely didn't put the station here because I do want this to stack, and I want trains to come, I want trains to stack here. So let's build a normal stacker, yeah. Actually, I do have one I prepared earlier. happened there? Yeah, okay. So ignore this. This is just a fuel station at the top. So I'll take that away for the moment. But essentially, this is what I want. Train goes here. Train stacks there, so it stacks there, and this becomes your normal stacker. You could make this as long as you want. I've got how many trains? Not 32. I got 8, so I have an 8 train stacker here. What I would also do at this point is this, where the train would normally come in from the left. I take that away. So this is going to force the train to go on this line, and then purposely use the stacker. So that's what this is going to do. I like it. And it's the basis of my entire basis of the entire base. It's a repeated pattern throughout my base, and I find it works really well. What you can do as well is, this is clearly too much input for this little one station to process. Again, it doesn't matter if it's input or it's an output station. The point is, I've got too many trains waiting here, and I am limited by this one station. So what I could easily do is just add more stations, like so. Yeah, so I could add another station. So what happens in this instance is that a train is in the first station. This train is in the pre-stacker, let's call it, and it wants to go here. Let's have a look through item node. Yeah, so with the rail paths on, you can see that because this is full, it would actually repath to the next available station. And then when one of these wants to go there, let's put that one into manual. This will also want to repath there as well, and all these will want to repath there because that's open. Once this train goes here, a train will occupy this pre-stacker. It will just work as any normal station. And when a train comes down here, it goes into the station, goes around here, goes on this line, passes this first station, goes out, and then does whatever it needs to do. Let's see, that works for processing. It can also work for not processing, sorry, ore collection or drop off. Any sort of processing is a bit more of a complicated station. This bit doesn't change, but you need your receiving, you need your end product. So essentially this gets duplicated, like down here. Well, I can show you that. This gets duplicated like so. So as you can see, where's it gone? The first part of the station I already have. It's only using a 1 at the moment, but you'll be able to. Let me go to the level 2, which has the 2. Yeah. So it has the 2, and so it has the 2 stations that could be ore. Then on the left hand side, you've got all your processing, which is just standard smelting columns. And then on the bottom, you've got the receiving side of the station. So it's iron ore into iron plates, copper plates into copper ore into plate. So it's all into plates. The design is a bit different for steel, and the design is different again for stone. But for the most part, that will fit well. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. So all this is just additional stuff which I don't really want to get into.